Hey guys, it's Chelsea. Just wanted to give a commentary on what my day would usually look like during my board review season back in the Philippines. My desk was getting super cluttered, so I decided to give it a quick refresh before I started my afternoon study session. Considering that I lived alone, I would usually spend my mornings running errands and doing chores. I also would usually get all of the cooking out of the way, which explains that whole cooking montage at the beginning, so I can just focus on studying for the rest of the day. It started raining that afternoon, which made it extra hard to force myself to get some studying done. Good thing I remembered that my friend Sia gave me this coffee scented candle, which she made. It's crazy, I know. It was actually super sweet. She told me to light this whenever I studied. So, shout out to her. She started a business selling handmade candles, so if you guys are interested, I'll link her IG below. She makes super cute ones. For those who don't know, it's a requirement for us architecture board takers to have at least 2 years worth of work experience before taking the exam. So, unlike professions where they can just take the boards a couple of months after grad, it was very strange for me to get back to reviewing like I did in uni. So, I was actually very thankful that I had the chance to enroll at a review center to ease myself back into a routine that works. I used to compare my study routine and would feel bad that I'd start studying in the afternoon, unlike my peers that would usually start reviewing as soon as they woke up. I feel like I wasn't working as hard as them, or sometimes felt the need to change my routine just so it would look more like theirs. But it's really important to remember to stick to what works for you. Every now and then, whenever I'd get sick of my room, I'd opt to get my reviewing done outside, usually at the cafe for some much needed change of scenery. I'd pass by this cafe along Doña Soledad and make sure to make a mental note to visit it one of these days. Since it was a relatively new cafe, it turned out to be an ideal study spot since not many people went in, so I basically had the whole place to myself. Plus points since they had Wi Fi, so I got to access my modules in the online portal from my review center. One of the tips that really helped me not get overwhelmed by the amount of material I need to study is to assign a week where I only had to study one subject. For example, this week I'm only focusing on topics under design, which meant studying the National Building Code and the other standards like Accessibility Code, Fire Code, etc. You know the drill. This way, things I review don't get mixed up and I'm able to use my time efficiently. This also ensures that every subject is getting covered. I didn't realize that it was already dinner by the time I finished studying, so I decided to try their quesadillas. It was actually very good. The only thing though is it's kind of messy to eat, but if you don't mind it, then it's a good thing to order. I had some leftover coconut milk from the curry I cooked the other day, so I decided to make adobo sa gata so it doesn't go to waste. Living alone forces you to learn a lot of valuable life skills. I didn't always know how to cook. There was also a time where the only thing I knew how to make was hot dogs and egg. But Over the years of living alone, I've learned that knowing how to cook meant that you could basically satisfy every food craving you have. It's a different feeling when you've taken the time to learn a dish and get to enjoy it when it's done. I'm not saying I'm the best cook by any means, as you can see by my knife skills, but I do know enough to get by. When I'm cooking, I usually have something playing in the background. Sometimes a bossa nova playlist on Spotify or YouTube vid of someone living alone in New York. I don't know, but it really elevates my cooking experience. While I'm searing my chicken, I got the package I ordered from Shopee, so I decided to do a little unboxing for you. I live in a three-story house, which means that cleaning is such a pain. I especially never liked mopping the floors because of that whole bucket situation. I'm a small girl, okay, so it just seems like such a hassle for me. So when I saw this mop with a built-in spray and a removable cloth, I added to my cart immediately. It was also very cheap, like I think less than 200, so I was very excited to try it. Ever since I got it, I've been enjoying cleaning the house. So, anyway, if you're looking for a mop, I got you. I understand that cooking takes a lot of prep, and especially when you want to make the most out of your time, I found that meal prepping really helps. Instead of cooking different meals every day, I just cook one batch twice a week and just have that on days I don't feel like cooking. And of course, can't forget the cleanup after cooking. This is something I've learned to enjoy eventually. I think that cleaning is actually a very therapeutic thing to do. It just silences my never ending thoughts. And I really enjoyed using the mop. I sound very tita, I'm sorry. Another day, another cafe. Editing this video, I realized that this is all I basically did during the whole review process back in the Philippines. Cook, eat, clean, sleep, repeat. Even though it felt slow while I was there, in hindsight, I'm very grateful to have had that time to slow down. The past 2 years I had working, I spent in a very fast-paced environment. Why is that hard to say? With no room for cooking, even sleep sometimes actually. So the fact that I had 6 months of that really helped me recover from my burnout. So take the time today to appreciate where you are now and make the most out of it.